what do you really understand about the ghetto? What do you understand when a little boy, a little girl lives in a place where they walk outside and it's an actual dead body? And that's normal. And many of us from Black America, that is our normal. And I know it seems hard to understand, but there's people who live like that every day.
Every day.
So I really think Brother Allen and Brother Frank, they wasn't qualified to truly tackle that issue if you're at least not going to the hood. Mm-hmm. Like, go to the hood, talk to the people who live there, ask them their stories. Mm-hmm. So what's your thoughts?
I mean, it's a tough one. You know, it's a tough one because all types of people come to the church. You know what I'm saying? Blacks from the hood, blacks from the suburbs, blacks from the in-between, blacks from college, blacks with GEDs, blacks from welfare, blacks from whatever. And white people too, but we're talking about black people. When I first started listening to it, and this could be one of those things, I kind of got turned off. Like, right there, I was like, why did I just kind of feel that? And I went down to the comments and I saw what some of the people were saying. And it's like, in the most general sense, people gonna always feel how they feel. But the way that it was presented at first caused the person to comment, a sizable comment, and say, y'all ain't even gotta listen to it past this because this is that. So it's like he almost, like most white people do, make it seem like it ain't what it is.
That is his world. It's not what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
In his world.
Where black people just stop being lazy. Not saying this is what he said, but black people should just stop being lazy. Black people should just go for the resources. Black people should just do this, and do this, and do that. And while that may have levels of truth, how far back have you gone to deal with the roots? The more, I was literally in the sauna earlier reading a trauma book that I had for some time and I should have been read.
That's it.
And it was like blowing my mind. I'm talking about, I'm reading line. You know how you mark something, but I'm like marking. And I'm like, oh my goodness. And it was like when a person is in PTSD or when a person is traumatized, it's like they're trying to live continuously, but from that place of trauma. And the body, the way it's wired, it keeps reliving things. So it's like any stress that you come to and experience, it's going to trigger that response. So imagine going to just turn your water on and just leave it on and just leave it running, but you're expecting a dry ground. It's like, that's what? Foolish. How can my ground be dry if my water running? Well, imagine trying to establish a life of success, but you constantly trigger because your brain is continuously kicking off neurotransmitters or chemicals in our brain, which we know is the computer system, then attached to the PNS and the CNS, central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. You're trying to operate from this place of anxiety and overwhelm and depression over and over and over. And exactly. I'm not saying, of course, that white people don't have their issues, but we talking about not just the black disposition from what we've known, but literal systematic things where you can begin to teach helplessness. Learned helplessness is a real thing, where a person learns how to become helpless. For instance, this is the last thing I'm going to say. I'm going to be quiet. When you think about the elephant in the stake, S-T-A-K-E, I don't know how real it is, but it's a story that they hear, that they say. In India, I believe it is, they would take an elephant as a baby. Listen to this, y'all. This one story alone might be the key that you need to really drive this home. In India, they take a baby elephant and tie a rope around his leg and tie it to a tree. The elephant pulls, he gets nowhere. He pulls, he can't break it. He pulls with all of his elephant might. You know, even a baby elephant is extremely strong. He pulls as hard as he can. He gets tired, he gets exhausted. He can't break it. So what does he do? He stopped trying. Now all the trainers have to do for the rest of his life is tie a rope around his leg and put a 12-inch stake in the ground, which he can easily rip out the ground and run around and terrorize. But he doesn't even try. Why? They've broken his will. They've broken his spirit. They've broken the very mechanisms within him to try because of his experiences as a child. So when you got a people in the most general sense, although we're beautiful, although we're brilliant, although we have changed so much in the world, when so many of us have been systematically told you're the minority. As you learn the power of words, what's the root of that? Minor. That means less than. You're the minority. No, you go to the colored water fountain. You're the first African American to do that. Why not the first person? You're this, you're that. When you have a system, when you call the police, they take long to come. When y'all have neighborhoods, this is what goes on. When you're bombarded from the time you're a child till you're older, you have so many different programs of failure in your hard drive. You got so many different programs of losing, less than, helplessness program at the core of your being. Many times you just stop trying. Why should I try? The white man run the world anyway. They're going to probably take it away from me anyway. Uncle Sam going to come and take 75% of my money anyway. Why even try? I might as well get this welfare check, get these food stamps, and just stay out the way. Hey, man, that sucks.
Wow.